All right, hello everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this pre-recorded award ceremony. I am Joe Mead, I'm the principal here at Competitive Edge Charter Academy, and hopefully we have not only Grizzlies and their families out there, but extended families as well, as we try to celebrate this kind of strange end of a year. There are three things for you to watch, so I want to make sure you get everything. Number one, we have a slideshow. It goes through the entire year, set to music that you can check out. Then we have this portion, the award ceremony. This is the first and second grade award ceremony. We'll also have them for the other grades. And then the last thing is our award ceremony video. And I want to give a big shout out to Logan Mieterhoff and Gigi Pacheco. We had a competition this year for students to submit proposals for the end of year award video. Gigi and Logan's proposals were so awesome, we decided to award them both the opportunity to film their video, and that is what you're going to see. Now, their video obviously had to change because when the proposals came through, we were all still here. And so somehow they made it work. I'm really proud of them, and I appreciate all of their hard work. Other people that I really want to give a shout out to, one of them is behind the camera right now, Mrs. Reichman, who's done a fantastic job just making sure that socially and emotionally resources are still out there for you. Big shout out to Miss Stahl, who's worked harder than anybody to make sure that this end of year went as well as could be hoped for under the circumstances. I want to give a big shout out to Miss Kutu, our MYP coordinator, who also has had her hands in everything as we kind of try to wrap the year up. And then our teaching staff and just the entire school staff for doing such a tremendous job under some pretty tough circumstances, doing the best they could, learning and applying what they learned, and really demonstrating our IB profile attributes in dealing with a tough situation. So thank you all. But today is about you, first and second graders. And we're going to talk about three things. We're going to recognize you for three different areas. Number one is perfect attendance. Number two is service hours. And number three will be our IB Learner Profile Awards. So I know that out of all three of the different videos you have to watch, this is probably the least exciting, especially if your name's not getting called today. But remember, just like we talk about in the award ceremonies, even if your name's not called, you celebrate your friends whose names did get called this time, because what most likely happened is you got an award during the first portion of the year and they cheered you on. So make sure you're cheering your friends on. But let's jump right into it now. We're going to start off with perfect attendance. And I got to say that in my 5 years here at SECA, this year has been, for obvious reasons, the pandemic. But even before that, we had so many illnesses this year, whether it was flu or really bad cold, strep throat came through. It was a tough year for attendance because of illness. We all miss days, even in the office, and we rarely miss any time here at work. So for these two students in first and second grade who were able to get here every single day of the year, knowing full well that attendance is the number one indicator for student success, we really want to celebrate them. In first grade, Lena Nichols, and in second grade, Alexandra Habel. Thank you guys so much for, even when it was tough, getting here to school. Now, just so you know, there are award certificates that also are going home to you. If you haven't had your pickup day yet, on your pickup day, you receive your awards. Okay, service hours. So these are people that went above and beyond. They got their 20 hours and they went beyond their 20 hours over the year. I think we have more than are listed on here. But remember, when you not only do your service hours, but you have to log them at seca.ukaipaschools.com so that we know. There's a real quick survey that you do on there. So keep that in mind for next year. But above and beyond for this year, first grade, Clara Cowan, Hunter Dent, Charlotte Leibel, and Annalise Weffy. And in second grade, Zeke Bernier, Peyton Evans, Anastasia Geyer, Logan Holloway, Carissa Hughes, Michael Lowe, and Kaylin Ortiz. Thank you guys for giving back way more than you needed to. I think just about every student got their 20 hours just through the activities and Friday families. But remember, we just got to log those hours so we can really celebrate you and read your name. All right. At every award ceremony, we celebrate demonstrating our IB learner profile. So for those of you that don't know, IB stands for International Baccalaureate, and the learner profiles are the attributes we want our students to demonstrate. But we don't just expect them to know. These are top profiles from the time they're in kindergarten through 8th grade. These are attributes I tell the kids at the beginning of the year. I say, here's the secret to a happy, healthy life where you contribute to those in your community, but in the global community as well. Here it is. Let's learn them. Let's apply them. Now, these 10 attributes, they have to be practiced. None of us demonstrate these all the time, 100%, so we have to practice them. So these awards were chosen, these students were chosen by their students because they demonstrated, they practiced these attributes. And the 5 we're going to focus on today are open-minded, caring, risk-taker, balanced, and reflective. Our first one we're going to talk about is risk-taker, and this is a tricky one, especially with younger kids, because when you hear risk-taker, you think physically I can take risks. I'm not talking about jumping off anything or being crazy. The risks I'm talking about are academic risks. They are trying new things type of risks, being open to hearing new information, trying things in the classroom that may be difficult for you, sharing answers in the classroom even though you don't know if you're right. These are all ways that you can be risk takers. So in first grade, our risk takers: Jace Braga, Caleb Kempton, Riley Land, Emiliano Lopez Sosa, James Martin, Sawyer McCown. In second grade, Layla Alstead, Rosalind Biasetti, Lizeth Crosswave Ocampo, Camry Gilson, Michael Lowe, Aiden Rayner, Chase Thompson. Great job. Thank you guys for being risk takers. Next up is caring. So if you're caring, you show empathy, compassion, and respect. You have a commitment to service, and you act with a positive difference to make a positive difference in the lives of others in the world around us. This, to me, should be the umbrella under which all of the rest of the profiles fall. Being caring applies to how you treat others, but also how you see others and how you see things on the news. If you have empathy, which is part of being caring, if you have the ability to look at others and try to understand why they do the things they do or why they say the things they say, you're going to be able to demonstrate caring even in the most difficult of situations. There's a lot of civil unrest in the world right now, and if we had more caring, more people that practice being caring, I think things would be a lot different. Things aren't all bad, but we can always improve. And so, those that demonstrated being caring, in first grade, Ava Bowie, Chloe Browning, Raymond Evans, Scarlett King, Itzel Linares, Alyssa Martinez, Amaya Ortiz, Caden Radford, and Brianna Zamora. In second grade, Stephanie Eimert, Drake Gonzalez, James Peterson, Liliana Ramirez, Sophie Sakamoto, Landon Smith, and Olivia Webb. Good job and congratulations, guys. Next up, being balanced. We understand the importance of balancing different aspects of our lives, intellectual, physical, and emotional, to achieve well-being for ourselves and others. We recognize our interdependence with other people and with the world in which we live. So being balanced, especially as we get older, it's important to find balance in your life. There's a place for school, there's a place for friends, there's a place for families, there's a place for self. And so finding balance in those areas so that you can be well-rounded, so you don't exhaust yourself in any one area, is a very important skill to learn. So our students who demonstrated being balanced this year: first grade, Elliot Jordan, Pierce Biederhoff, Lena Nichols, Elise Reed, Cecilia Taroli, Addison Trost, and Jensen Walter. In second grade, Zeke Bernier, Logan Holloway, Carissa Hughes, Samantha Huey, Annabelle Iverson, and Connor Wolf. Congratulations, guys. Reflective. If you're reflective, you thoughtfully consider the world and your own ideas and experiences. You work to understand your strengths and weaknesses in order to support your learning and personal development. So being reflective is so very important, not just in school, but in life, because we all make mistakes. And some of you have heard me say this: if you made a mistake here at school, if you made a poor choice, I said the only reason this is bad is if you don't reflect and learn. Reflect on what you did. Reflect on how you could have done it differently and better. If we apply that to every aspect, academic, behaviorally, socially, we're going to be happier, more successful in the choices we make. So, our reflective students in first grade: Zayden Del Rio, Jaden De Leon Martinez, Addison DiDonato, Carson Hallberg, Cash Jangi, Taylor Lee, Haley Schrader, Judith Cifuentes, and Robert Williams. In second grade, Brooklyn Hills, Logan Mackin, Caleb Montoya, Victor Orozco, Weiss Owlett, Ronan Casada, Mason Tamira, and Cassidy Tucker. Congratulations, guys. Thank you for being reflective. And our last, but certainly not least, profile award for this ceremony is being open-minded. If you're open-minded, you critically appreciate your own cultures and personal histories, as well as the values and traditions of others. You seek and evaluate a range of points of view, and you are willing to grow from the experience. So it's hard. It's hard to listen to someone who has a different point of view, who believes something different than you. But if you can practice listening to them, putting your thoughts, your views, your judgments on the shelf and listen to them with an open mind, you are going to grow. You're going to learn new things. You're going to see things from others' perspectives, and it's going to change how you act, how you behave, and the choices that you make for the betterment of others. Practice it. Today, when someone's telling you how they think or how you feel, instead of thinking about why they're wrong or what you're going to say, put that aside and truly listen and see what you learn. So, our open-minded students, Tatum Carpenter, Nico Cerna, Aubrey Cristofaro, Alexander Gallo, Levi Rodriguez, Annabelle Dirth, Ryan Eland. Let me back up there. Our second grade open-minded students, Annabelle Dirth, Ryan Eland, Cezanne Gaines Galope, Timothy Griboff, Reagan Mendoza, Francis Murphy, Mila Shields. Congratulations to our students who demonstrated being open-minded. So those are our awards. I just want to say, when things are tough, when I see things on TV or hear things and I kind of go, man, that's super disappointing, my mind goes to our students. You guys are the light in any kind of darkness that comes up in our world. And our world's a pretty amazing place. Sometimes the news or social media may be kind of flooded with bad information, bad things going on, misinformation that may be out there. But I just think about you guys, because you guys are our heroes. You guys are the ones we're going to look to your out-of-the-box thinking, your open-mindedness, your ability to take action, your ability to think of others. You guys are the light in the darkness. And so even during this time where it's been difficult and we miss you so very much, I'm so proud to be the principal of this school, because I know that you guys are going to usher in a future that has less and less of civil unrest, less and less of people maybe being treated differently than they should be, or poor choices. It's you guys. You really are our future. And I appreciate the opportunity to be your principal. And you guys, you like I said, make me so proud every day, and I miss you guys terribly. Have a great summer, and we will see you hopefully in August.